Hello teacups, what's brewing? I am back. I've been at work for days and hate my entire life. So clearly I'm going to have enough patience for our dear Foodie Beauty today. I'm going to give Chantal a chance. I didn't react to her 10 McDonald's burgers because 10 McDonald's burgers. Let's try that again. I'm probably going to mess up my words quite a lot. I'm not drinking coffee right now because I've been drinking coffee today, but I need some water before I die. I've been getting my entire water intake from coffee. That doesn't mean I'm not getting enough water, it means I'm getting too much coffee. So I need to balance the scale before I drop dead. Today is the first day I have not returned from work, kind of sick to my stomach from both the caffeine and breathing into the mask all day. So I figured, why not fix that by watching her eat? I haven't seen through this. Usually I watch through it at least with subtitles. But nah, we are where we are, and I'm committed. Let's go.
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Hi. Oh. What is that? Guys, that doesn't look very appetizing. I'm assuming she hasn't bought. I would send that back and say it was burnt. I'm assuming she hasn't bought that from somewhere. That don't look that good. I love that she closes in on like the separating water from what I'm assuming is the salsa. God damn, she got enough chips. That's a lot.
Hey guys, hey, how are you?
Wow.
How are you?
I was focused on the serving tray. I was like, that's a serving tray because the one she's got the chips in is the one that she cooked the macaroni and cheese in, isn't it? Those are huge. But then I looked up at her and I was like, oh, she looks as rough as I feel right now. She's not looking her best. She's definitely looked better. I have been watching her time warp mukbangs more than anything right now, and she usually makes an effort for those. But just bare skinned, it's not presenting her in the best light.
Ooh, how are you? You have me au naturel today.
Yeah.
I did my nails with my new gel lamp. Though I think this is like a sparkly top coat though. Now I do have something covering. I cut my cuticle pretty bad and it will not stop bleeding, like all day.
Oh. How deep do you cut your cuticle that it won't stop bleeding for a day? I'm surprised. I don't usually see, when she's got her nails done, I don't usually see them short like that. She usually goes for longer ones. I'm a little surprised to see that.
That's probably not a good sign. I have here to drink. I'm cleaning my coldie, so washing it up.
First time for everything.
This is Glasso vitamin water, 0 sugar. And I made some, oh jeez.
She's been doing this in the last couple of videos where she's really been focusing on her like face. And I'm like, that's not necessary. Fun fact, I can't drink, I mean, I'm not supposed to drink with meals anyway, but I can't drink anything but water with food. The flavour of the drink just makes the food worse. I know I'm weird. I'm not one of those people who can drink like a Coke with a meal. Even before I had surgery, I couldn't do that. I just don't like the mixture of flavours. I don't like the idea of that orangey flavour. What flavour did she say it was? Wow. My brain can't remember what she said 2 minutes ago. This is going to be a fun react. Let's move on.
I made some rolled tacos, but
they're burnt.
They kind of came undone when I was frying them. I did see that you're supposed to put like a cornstarch solution around the ridges. Maybe that will help stick them together.
Actually, I've never deep fried a taco. The fuck do I know? Is that a normal colour? Please let me know.
But they're still going to taste good.
Really? I mean, I suppose. All the shit that's on them, it can't be
I made
that bad.
guacamole, and I have some chips here. I want to try.
Again, the guac actually looks lovely. I'm sitting here thinking I could do chips and guac and salsa. Maybe not the serving tray of rolled deep fried tacos, but I could do some of it. But look at the size of the bowl there. That's a mixing bowl. Why are you eating a mixing bowl full of guacamole? Any separate component in that 4 parts of this meal would constitute one full meal in the size she's got. What are you doing?
Oh. Beauty bite.
Well, really? That's a lot of food. 60 crab roll tacos.
I'm comparing this, I'm like,
She did this last time as well. The nachos, not the nachos, the Lay's chips she was doing with her sloppy joes. That was it. Oh, I remember that. She poured out the whole bag, and this looks like a whole family-sized bag she's poured out into a serving bowl.
it's gonna be worth it.
Still cutting off her hairline, hoping for the best.
Doing a background today.
A background? Or what? Oh. What candle has she got going on in the background? She's not doing a back. Oh, she means the green screen. Sorry. I'm going to be a bit slow in this, you guys. All my brain power is just dribbled out into various PPTs at work.
Just have my Aries candle.
Aries. What does Aries smell
Let's
like?
take a bite of this. Oh my god, look at these. Look at these, they have chicken inside.
I'm looking.
Oh my god. Okay.
Concerns me.
Let me take the fork.
Oh, that has not improved it. What? That has improved. Oh, that is a freeze frame. My dear, I apologize. That was quite the bite. That was half the taco, and it's a big old thing, but her squishing it down didn't improve. Oh, guys. My freeze frames. I'm terrible. She looks so relieved. That makes me a little bit sad for her. Because you can tell, no, if she cooked this meal, she did actually put time into doing it. And that's the reaction you get, that first bite, just let it really sink in, chew it, swallow the first little bit of it so you can keep chewing. And the swallow just made her go, oh, thank goodness. That's worrying in food, yeah? Because she's used to fast food where she doesn't have to put effort into preparing it, it just arrives. So she gets impatient waiting for it. But this was the face of someone who was, I had to exert effort and oh God, I needed this now.
Chicken breast I spiced with cumin, chili powder, seasonings.
She did make it at least.
And blackened it and then shredded it.
And then deep fried stuff. And added a family-sized bag of chips and mixing bowls of sauces. Please wipe your mouth, please, for me. I know we don't get on, but please.
Topped it with fresh salsa.
So relieved.
My guacamole, shredded cheese, and sour cream.
How much shit can you fit on one thing? She's dropping it all over the floor. She keeps checking down. Look how badly she needed
So,
that.
I don't really have a topic for today. Although, I guess I do want to talk about a few things.
Oh.
Just chit chat. Go grab your dinner. Oh boy. On the subject of topics to talk about, I was watching Stephanie Sue.
She's that mukbanger who got into that drama with Nick Ricardo, right?
And I really like that she talks about different topics every video. She uploads like every day.
When you live a life, you have topics to talk about. She exists outside of her mukbang, so she can do that. You should try it. I would be a lot more willing to listen to her if she had actual, like, non-made up, non-gross stories from 20 years ago. Like, I would be interested in her life if I thought she was living one at any point. So this is all she has.
This cheese.
It's not running
I
away.
noticed.
You've got a whole pack of it on top of that stuff.
Like, I was watching her video on the toy box killer. Like, she talks about serial killers and stuff like that. I think she does like a lot of the eating at the beginning and then starts talking about the true crime and then like just picks at the food.
That won't work for her because it's not, she'll use a topic as a theme occasionally, but the whole point is the food. So once the food is gone, the thing she's talking about is the excuse for the food, and she can't sustain an interest once that's finished.
Maybe seems more like tasteful if you do it that way, but
if you're not slopping through food through words. Jesus, I gotta stop making fun of her until I can control myself and my own words. Jesus. All right, no. Come at me, I deserve it.
I kind of want to do that, like, find topics of discussion.
If you can't do it long enough to get through this sentence, I'm not hopeful.
Kind of like Mystery Monday with like a true crime video. I don't know. What do you guys think?
You have my thoughts here, madame.
Like, not for every video there, it's just...
I mean, she's asking us what we think on her eating first and talking after. I think that's what she's asking.
You know, outside of my other videos. Going in, beauty bite.
Oh god. Yep, that was gross. Ow. That's her jaw. That must hurt. I thought she was tapping something for a minute. Slipping down my chair.
I think it would be fun.
Oh, she's dropped a ton of food.
Maybe to discuss cases, mysteries, stuff like that. Huh?
Am I having a stroke? She's done Mystery Mondays before, yes? She's saying like, oh, I think it would be fun. She's tried that before, right? She's not a very good storyteller and that tends to hamper her efforts, but I feel like she's definitely tried that before.
So another thing I guess I wanted to talk about.
I always feel like she's leading up to some kind of tantrum. Another thing, oh my god, yeah?
I brought BB Juice to the vet yesterday.
Did you feed her spicy
Yesterday
chicken
morning.
again?
With Pete.
Of course with Pete, he doesn't exist outside of you. You're a grown woman. Eat properly.
I wanted to bring her for a checkup. It's been a little while.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a problem.
I wanted them to cut her front and back nails because
It's good for them. You should do that.
she will not let us. Like, she mangled my hand basically the last time I tried, so.
I mean, fair enough. If you reached down to grab me for something, I'd probably do the same. But no, that's fair. She couldn't do it. She sent them to the vet. That's a good thing.
Just wanted her to have a checkup. Like, you know, she's old. She's like 18.
Yeah, you mention it every time. I get it. It's fine. I think it's being a good
How
pet
it works
owner.
is we drive there to the vet. An assistant comes out, like a vet tech, takes the cat and the carrier in, and you wait in your car in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did that. Oops.
This is a great example of the kind of storytelling that makes your Mystery Mondays not so entertaining.
And the vet called like a few minutes later, and she asked, you know, why I brought her in, and I said just to have like an exam because she's an older kitty, and we just want to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, the same thing you
Like
just
her
told
eyes.
us once already.
Her teeth. The other day, BB Junes came to me and she had like blood
Oh my god.
in the corner of her eye, so I wiped it away. It didn't come back. I told the vet that.
Okay.
She thinks that it might have just been like
A scratch, I guess.
that she scratched her eye
Well, I can see why that'd be alarming, but please
while
check
itching
it.
it or something too hard.
Spontaneously bleeding, please check. Fair enough.
So, and then she's like, I'm like, so does she look good for like an 18-year-old cat? And she's like, 18? And I was like, yeah. She's like, oh my god, I thought she was like 7 or 8. And I was like, nope, I got her in 2004 and she was like 1 to 2 years when I got her. They didn't know her exact age because she was like found. She was a shelter cat.
Should I be concerned that vet couldn't tell the difference? Like, I don't know.
But
That's a good sign for the cat, though.
my god, she's been such a good cat. Like, honestly.
Just recently, she's referred to her cat and the fact that her cat's probably near the end of her life, and you know, for all she's healthy, we are in the timeline. We are where we are. Put it that way. And I've just noticed she really does have a tendency to talk about BBJ in the past tense, or as if she's already dead, or she was this, or she does this. Like, she acts as if mentally she's already like, no, she's practically dead. And I'm like, you're just saying how the vet was super surprised. She could be one of those, like, crazy long-lived. I mean, she's already 18. She could just keep going. You know the OAPs that just keep going. Your cat could be one of those. Like, if there's no indicators and the vet was surprised by herself, try again, words. Her vet was surprised by her state of health in a positive way. Like, why does she always do that? Is she just trying to mentally protect herself because she'll be sad when she dies? So she's trying to say like, well, it's going to happen, which I guess I would understand, but it always struck me as weird.
Even the vet, she's like, she's so well behaved. I was like, I know. She's amazing.
See, haters, she takes care of her pets. See?
The same vet looks after all of our cats. So they always ask like how the other cats are doing. Stuff like that.
Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Oh. I knew that was gonna be awful. You could just see the way it was hanging on it. And like, how much stuff does she currently have in the area where her lap should be? Just covered. That went everywhere. Man. If you take a bite and you realise, oh, this is escalating, you lean forward and you let the plate catch it. She's just covered now.
So, they're in good hands.
Additional point about these good hands, vet could be perfectly lovely. Sounds pleasant enough. But if she takes care of all the cats, how does she not know the cat's age? Like, it makes it sound like that's a long-term thing they've been doing.
The only thing, so she got like clean bill.
Good.
Health, and the only thing, she got some shots that she needed, and she got her teeth are starting to get like tartar buildup. This is like the taco that like unraveled. It's gonna be super messy.
I mean, that wasn't as bad as some of the previous ones. What was your excuse? This is going to be awful when she hits the
So I'm gonna bring her back. I'm gonna schedule.
I keep sliding down my chair. Sorry, guys. Please be careful. Things are about to escalate and I don't want them to. She has got sauce on her nose. On her nose. Come on. My freeze frames again. You're welcome. On your nose. And she's about to dive into it again. She's going to cover her face. She's going to be like a Santa beard of it.
Oops. If you have the munchies, I mean, I don't.
What? Sorry. Did she just say, if you have the munchies, I mean, I don't? One, you have got a family-sized bag of nachos. You've got 2 mixing bowls of guac and salsa, and you've got deep-fried taco rolls covered in a mountain of cheese and sour cream. This is not munchies. My God, woman, this is not munchies. But, even to say you don't have them, that's insane. Look at her face defending this. Again with my freeze frames. I'm quite enjoying this one actually. Usually it's gross, but that one I'm liking the expression. It's all nice. But I'm assuming here she's saying I don't have the munchies as in I'm not high. That's the only justification for that I could think, because that's insane, woman.
This would be the best munchie food. Tacos and pizza. And chips and dip. And poutine. I'm telling you.
The sauce is still on her nose after she's wiped her mouth. She is blind AF when she's not wearing her glasses, so she's probably wiping her mouth and can't actually see that in the viewfinder. That's why she keeps doing that. Oh my goodness.
I think cats, don't they only live to be like 20?
I have no idea if that's true or where she's pulling that information from.
I hope she lives another 15 years.
Really? Because you already sound like you've kind of given up, if I'm honest, every time you refer to her. Why are you getting shifty eyes in your own kitchen?
So is Sam, but BBJ was my first
Sauce all over the place. It's killing me.
water. My first cat, like on my own.
Took her a long time to get the word cat out.
I mean,
I'm struggling with my words today, to be fair, but...
Sam is my baby boys.
Don't
I wonder if that's how like parents feel. Your first one is like special, and then the newer one is like the baby.
Excuse me? Oh. Well, that was quite a look into how she thinks of her family dynamics. The first one is special, the other one's just kind of the baby. Not revealing anything about you and your sister there. Younger
So
sister.
they're like both special, but like in different ways.
No, don't try and walk that back now. You've revealed too much. We are where we are. Oh, it's too late for that.
Those who have kids, let me know.
Dare I ask, is that dot by her just about revealed tattoo some kind of salsa drip? Food for thought.
Right.
She just wiped her chest and didn't wipe it.
But in like a different way, you know?
No. We love them both equally, but in a different way. No. I know, like, she had massive trouble with bullying her sister when she was young and stuff, but she's revealing a lot of internal things right here. Love you in different ways, in the sense of you should love me and not her.
I had such a nice relaxing day at home. Like,
she does look like she slept in that t-shirt. I mean, I'm sure it was
did
relaxing.
my nails, cleaned, always cleaning, always.
In her defense, I would say the surface behind her looks very nice. It looks very clear, and we don't usually see that. And she's cooked, so she actually has, for all my snarkiness, had quite a productive day for her. She cooked, she cleaned, she didn't get made up.
Life,
but
right? Cooked this delicious meal.
Delicious 4 meals.
And
That's it. But
that's about it.
still, again, credit where it's due. She's certainly had days when she's done less. So she cooked, she cleaned, and she did her nails.
That's the routine I'm trying to like get into. Like, I've been getting up earlier. I make my coffee or tea.
Didn't she say in her last video it took her like 3 attempts to properly admit what time she got it up, and it was still about 1 p.m.
Bring it outside, upstairs with Sam. I feed them, then bring Sam outside. BB Jeans doesn't really like going on the porch, but she'll come sometimes. But she likes to like look out the window here. So I'll turn the AC off, do that.
She's seriously just taking us on a play-by-play of her life right now.
I'll come back down, have usually like a full thing of water, and take my medication and my vitamins and drink. I think I showed you guys this stuff.
And then eat a plate full
But I
of
drink this
fried
every morning,
peppers.
this like super juice powder.
Clearly a healthy legend. She has shown that many a time, and she's put it up on Instagram. She does, and I think I've said this before, she does have this absolutely unshakable belief that no matter how much crap she gets anywhere else, as long as she's taking vitamins and drinking her super juice, it'll all even out in the end. And you're like, no. And don't get me wrong, she probably needs vitamins with the crap she eats, but if she's taking vitamins anyway, the smoothie ain't gonna do shit for her.
Drink my fruits and veggies.
Instead of eating them?
And sometimes I'll have some like fresh fruit or watermelon. And then
This is just her trying to OMAD again. You watch. This is where this is leading. I can see it. You're like, no. I just have my juice and then my fresh fruit and then the massive quantity of food. I'm calling that now. She's tried that before, you guys. It doesn't, like, spoiler alert, it doesn't work. There are many videos on it.
I usually just cook like a big meal once for like my videos.
And then order the other meals in.
And that's about it.
No. Because you do that, like sometimes she does it with fast food and she does one big meal, and then sometimes she cooks it and does one big meal. And then, a few hours later, she comes on live like a loon, going, oh, I binged! The last time she had a huge full-on Taco Bell feast, and then, 3-4 hours later, just went ham at McDonald's. It's deleted live stream. One of my past videos talks about it. But, oh, man. Like, this isn't gonna work. You tried this.
And then my evening, I clean.
You clean in the evening because your evening is the equivalent to everyone else's lunchtime.
Up after myself. Play a bit of Paper Mario. Watch a couple videos with Peeves.
Oh. Actually, I'm not going to rant about that. I've been watching, I've got a video game streamer that I watch. I literally only watch one. I don't care that much about video games, but I find him very funny. And he played Paper Mario quite recently, and it made me feel a bit nostalgic. I was like, oh, I should try another Mario game.
And when we go on our walks, we go in the evening.
Press X to doubt.
Just around here. Sometimes bring baby Jeans. She's so good. She just like walks with us.
So you respect the fact she doesn't want to go out on the balcony all the time, but you'll make her take a walk. I think that says more to how far you're not walking than it does to how good she is as a cat.
And have a couple more bites here, and then I'll be done.
Oh, you're so restrained.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I thought she was, like, she literally had to shove her arm up then. I thought those 2 glass containers with the other stuff were going to go flying then. Jesus. Wow.
Huge.
Yeah, and you've eaten how many of them? She was struggling to lift her arm up then. Finish my water, my body thanks me.
All the Tex-Mex restaurants in town need to eat their heart out.
Do they have bad Tex-Mex in
This is where
Canada?
it's at. What do you guys think Halloween is gonna be like?
Oh, that's a bit of a sad question. I love autumn.
I think kids are gonna.
Not only do I not really get autumn here because it's the desert, I also think we're still all going to be locked down, so.
I have to wear, like, the costumes will be masked costumes, if they're allowed. I don't know if they'll be allowed.
I imagine organised events where they go trick-or-treating won't be, I would think. But it depends on your country.
Trick-or-treat this year.
I feel like it involves all the things you're trying to avoid. It involves big groups of small children running around exchanging bits of candy that people have touched with each other. And I'm like, that seems like a disaster waiting to happen.
If there are, I'm gonna give out candy this year for Halloween.
Oh, I'll pause it. I'm gonna have to let this play out. Ugh. Okay, I couldn't just leave it there while I was talking. That seems like a terrible idea. You're like, if they are, which is already somewhat ill-advised, shall we say, I'm going to take my immunocompromised self and I'm going to make sure I give out this filthy candy and have as much contact as possible. Especially as it sounds like she doesn't do that every year. She's like, oh, this year I'll do it because they beat the COVID to do it. And I'm like, multitudes of terrible ideas there. Good job.
I love it because
you love it, but you don't usually do
reminds
it.
me of doing that when I was a kid, trick-or-treating.
I mean, I could be wrong, but she just made that sound. Ugh, you're gonna lose a finger. She just made that sound like she doesn't usually do it, but she'll make the exception for the COVID year. So you love it so much, but you don't do it before now.
So, yeah. I guess we'll see, huh, guys? Just having a low-key day today. I'm not hyper, but I'm in a good mood.
Okay,
So it's Sunday.
So why the low-key day if you're in a good mood? Do something. Again, I keep forgetting. She technically did. She cleaned. She did her nails. Like the expression. She had a reasonably good day.
I think I've had enough. They were just the medium size, like the smaller size, actually.
No, they weren't.
Tortillas?
Oh no! We have just seen the size of them in comparison to both your hand, which is quite large, and the rest of that. That plate is enormous. And the things on it are enormous.
Corn tortillas?
And the half pound of shit you put on top of it.
There's only a chicken breast and a half. Like, chicken breast and then 2 little tiny pieces. So it's just like 1 chicken breast. I just like shred it up and divide it among all of the tortilla shells.
She just won and a half. And then all the other shit.
Yes. Ooh, okay. Well, that was very, very, very delicious. I've been craving.
Of course you have. No other word, just craving.
Rolled tacos, and I cannot find a place here where I live that has like really good quality rolled tacos.
I mean,
like, I just can't.
I would argue you haven't found it here either, but it's your it's your taste.
Anyway, I look so tired without any eye makeup.
That's not the reason you look tired. Your body's breaking down.
This thing,
That's right.
I have to light it up one day for you guys. It's like this thing I ordered. Gimmick, another gimmick. I'm one of those people that always falls for gimmicks.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
It's like this jellyfish. Like they float in the water. It's nice, but it's like $70. It's probably something that you would find at like a dollar store.
If you know these things, why are you buying into them? Literally buying into them. Especially when it doesn't look like you turn it on for any reason. Like it could be on now, being a lovely thing in your background. But it's not.
Like one of those stores that like things are not $1. They're more expensive than $1. Maybe this would be like $7.99 or something. I don't know.
So I paid $70 for it.
Anyway,
why?
We used to have a store like that called San Diego. Was it San Francisco or San Diego? And they had like a lot of like, I used to like going in the back. They had all like the sex jokes. Like they had like a
Ever the lady?
circumcised kit, like a joke. They had like different kind of like, just like a lot of sexual joke stuff, like handcuffs and fart spray.
I think it speaks a lot, not just the story she makes up in her TMI, but that she considers like handcuffs, which are considered sort of a kinky sex thing, and fart spray to be on the same level of sexual.
I love that store, but it's been gone for a long, long, long time. Oh, anyway, I'm pretty full.
No wonder.
And I will be all night until I go to bed.
Oh,
that's the good thing about eating like a huge meal. You get to eat something that's satisfying, that you like, and higher in calorie because it's all you're going to eat all day. And then you have like hours to digest it and you're not hungry like all night. You're like satisfied.
That's not true. Please go see her previous attempts at OMAD.
And then by the time I go to bed, I am starting to get pretty hungry again. And I like to have tea. And then...
Oh, she's about to shill us tea me again, you guys. Is anyone else feeling like we might be seeing a turn in the water here? She's mentioned Teamy, she's mentioned her juice, she's mentioned her vitamins. She's kind of got this idea of one big meal and then healthy around it with the fruit, which is something she very commonly does when things are beginning to turn. Is the cycle once more among us?
I hate that, and then I wake up tired the next day. So midday, huge meal, that's kind of how I'm working things out, kind of my preference, but see how it goes.
It's gonna go really well. I know you've never tried it before. It's gonna go so well. I'm confident.
Anyway, I guess that's it. I'm gonna wrap this up and
This
edit
is the
video for you
reason
guys.
you can't do mysteries
And
after
we'll see you in the
food.
next one. Thanks for having dinner with me, guys, and welcome to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate it.
I haven't looked at you.
Thanks for dropping by and sticking around. Bye, guys.
Okay, bye-bye. I feel like the worm might be turning. She's been fairly stubborn with the old mukbangs just recently, but I don't know. I feel like the worm might be turning a little bit, but we will see. I don't know. I was thinking she wouldn't last as long as she had, to be completely honest, but I don't think for a second having one huge kind of binge meal that isn't a binge because it's intended to be one huge meal has never worked for her before, and I doubt will ever work for her again. But I'm willing to be proven wrong if she's able to prove me wrong. So thank you so much for your attention. I will see you next time. Bye bye, everybody.